Welcome, coaches, to another edition of Talking Football with Coach McKie. I'm your host, Coach McKie. And in today's episode, real quick, we're going to go over a question I got from another coach, Coach John. He asked me, hey, Coach, we're in the semifinals in Georgia. We're playing a team that is going to drop 8 people about 60 to 70% of the time. What can we do to attack that? And I thought that was an interesting question. If this sounds all right, we are both on YouTube and Facebook. If it sounds okay, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to, please come and share it with another coach, bring some people in here, and we can talk some ball. So the first thing is he asked, what are some plays that we can use to attack down the field? Because they're going to drop 8 or so people. And in my mind, he didn't clarify, but in my mind, that is a 3-man front, cover 1, and they drop everybody. So what I like to do first off is I drew it up, and now everybody is just dropping. They've got a zone, right? So how can you attack that zone? Well, first off, and he said it in the email, we're going to run the ball. If they drop 8, I would suggest running the ball a lot, because essentially what they're doing is they're going, okay, you were going to beat us. If you do beat us, and hopefully Coach John wins, because, I like when coaches email me and they want to win. Hey, thumbs up, Coach. They're taking away the pass. So if they take away the pass, you have to run. And that is the beautiful thing about the air raid and the run and shooting and throwing to actually win the game is you are setting up the run with the pass. So you pass to run. That's what you actually do. So if they're going to drop back everybody like this, I would run. What would I run? Well, it depends. Is this guy a running threat? Is the quarterback a running threat? If he is, then what I would do is I would actually put him out in the slot and go empty. So, coaches, if you're just joining us, I got an email question. Coach John wanted to know, he's in the semifinals in Georgia. He is going to face a team that's going to drop 8 defenders. He wanted to know, what would you do? This is just me spitballing off the top of my head what I would do if I had teams that did that to me. Again, if this sounds good and everything, thumbs up, invite coaches, let's go over it. So the first thing, run the ball. If they're dropping 8, and what I would do with this is based on if this guy is a running threat, I would move him to the slot. So we would go straight up empty, 5 wide. And what I would do is, first off, right now, I would just run everybody on hitches. Why would I run everybody on hitches? Because if they're going to drop 8, usually they're not going to press then drop. So if that's the case, if they're going to drop 8 and they give us cushion, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to say, okay, can we throw the hitches to anything? That's what I want to do. And what I'm going to attach to that is some kind of, not that. You can do some kind of pin and pull scheme if you want. Up here, pull him around, he doesn't do anything or something like that. So you're giving the quarterback the option, hey, if you can throw the hitch, throw the hitch. Catch, turn, and just throw it to whoever has the most cushion out here. If everybody is in their face, so for example, right now, I would throw it right here because this guy's in the box. But if he bumps out and coverages, now we have some kind of passing. You can double back, pull him around. Nothing is there, so you catch. You act like you're going to throw the hitch, and then you freaking go. And that is making them punishing them by dropping 8. And when they start to be punished like that, I promise you, there's no defensive coordinator that's going to allow you to run the ball on them that much. So then they're going to adjust. They're going to take away the run. And when they take away the run, it opens up the pass. So that's the first thing. I would use the the quarterback in the running game in an empty threat. Another thing is, how do they line up to quads? So if they're going to drop 8, and please forgive my, I have no idea where my eraser is. So I got to use either my shirt or a paper towel. The next thing I would do is, how do they line up against quads? So we would do quads, and I would put my best guy, whoever that is, in the slot right here. So this would be the F. If you really want to mess with them, put the tail back all the way on the outside and make them burn a corner. And put your L over here. So if they keep 2 here, what's going to happen probably? Man up, safety. Let's just say that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Something similar to that. So if they give you this, again, you have a light box, you can do it. If this guy is a stud and he is better than this corner, then you can do some kind of route out there. You could do a fade, you can do a slant, you can do an out. Something like that, just based on what is open grass-wise. Is the grass deep? Throw a fade. Is the grass inside? Run a slant. Is the grass outside? Run an out. Or you can do something here. Actually, I know Noel Mazzonia used to be, when he was at UCLA, if they had a box like this, they would just box it, and it turned into a man scheme. Everybody would get a man, and then they had some kind of RPO here. Again, I would like the hitches, if you like the hitches. And the reason why. Hitches, you don't have the wide receivers actually blocking anybody. They're just running routes. So they're just running routes. You don't have to worry about if they are sucky. Let's say one of these guys is weak when you freaking run a key screen and they miss a block and it gets blown up. We get mad, right? Well, what if we just freaking put them on hitches and then just have the quarterback decide if there is leverage or if there's grass, he can catch, turn, and throw the ball. That's what I like about hitches over key screens. We did that toward the end of the year. It actually worked out and helped our running game a little bit over the key screens. So again, hitches, have the quarterback decide. If not, then run. So that's what I would do starting off. And coaches, if you're just joining us, first off, if you're on YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Coach Ron McKie. This is my channel. If you like the spread offense, passing schemes, running schemes, tempo, any and everything about that, you can go ahead and subscribe down below and then click that bell notification. And on Facebook, thank you for joining us. I see we got Coach Jamie, Donald, and Derek watching. Hello, coaches. How are y'all doing? I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. The Hurricanes start off running the ball with zone and power read, quarterback draw and power. I agree you do some of those things because, again, if they take away the pass, and we're going over what do you do when teams drop 8, if they're taking away the pass, then you need to run. Run it until they until they stop it, because if they don't stop it, then you're scoring, and that's fine. Once you start running it on them a little bit, you will they'll change, and then you can start taking the deep shots. And that was another part of his question. How do you attack deep? And honestly, I wouldn't try to force it. Don't force things. And I know you're not, Coach Don, when you watch this. But I had an idea, and it's something I picked up when I was a basketball coach. I don't know if a lot of y'all knew that. I actually coached basketball in the offseason for 6 years. And what we did is we faced those teams that would go 90 minutes of hell. You remember the old Arkansas back in '94 when they won the national championship? They would press the entire game, the entire court. And it's very difficult to combat that in practice, especially when you only have 1 day or 2. What did we do to do that? To help us simulate that speed in the game and things like that? We actually played more people on defense. So instead of 5-on-5, it was 5-on-8 or 5-on-9. And our thought process was, if you can score and beat the press when there's 9 guys against 5, you can easily do that when it's 5-on-5. You shouldn't have a problem. And you need to take that same mentality when you are facing a drop 8 team. So if you know you're going to do that, on 7-on-7, try bringing out 4 or 5. So have it 11-on-5 or 11-on-5 during 7-on-7. And what that teaches you is it teaches your kids how to find the grass in the area. Now, they're not going to beat it deep, but what they can do is find the grass, settle up, and your quarterback can understand, okay, even though it seems like it is covered, I'm going to find the open grass and really take it. So if that's something you got to do it. Also put it in there during team. Have some extra guys to drop and give that quarterback and the wide receivers the knowledge of going, hey, if we can find grass and pass the ball in practice against 12, 13, 15 guys, then when it comes game time, 11-on-11, that is something we can do. That's just the thought right there. All right. So again, Coach, this is real quick. Thank y'all for joining me. If you're playing a drop 8 team, run the ball, and what I would do is if the quarterback's a runner, I would run him with him. If not, then what I would do is I would prepare my players by having in practice more people out there. Sorry about that. I would have more people out there to simulate people dropping, and it will teach my players how to find the open grass. All right, if you have any questions, YouTube, put it in the comments. Facebook coaches, put it in the comments as well. I love getting these and everything like that. Coach Anthony says, how about tunnel screens? Tunnel screens could work, but if they're dropping 8, that could be something. I also thought about draws or quarterback draws. You can have something real quick. Again, if your guy is a runner, which is also always a good thing, and they do something like this, and they cover down, you could actually inside zone with a lead blocker and then RPO. So you could have a stick concept right here, man on. So you lock on the backside, lead him up for something, and then you're telling the quarterback, hey, can you throw the stick? Yes, catch, turn, throw it. If not, follow the running back. And now you actually have a quarterback ISO. Something like that could work. But once you get into it of just finding grass, taking grass, things like that, that's what you can do. All right, Coach Austin, what are some coaching points on hitch, guys, if I run hitches over keys? The coaching point, we tell all our players 3 steps, turn around on that third. 1, 2, turn around. That's it. And all the quarterback is doing is seeing which one does he have grass on. What I mean by that is 6 yards or more. Is there cushion out there, 6 yards or more cushion where I can catch, turn, and throw it? Yes, I'm going to throw it. If not, then I'm going to go through my normal run progression. That's what we do. All right, good question, Coach. Anything else? Just scrolling through. Coach Donald, hello, sir. I hope you're having a fantastic day. All right. Well, thank y'all for coming. I will do these again. And until next time, let's continue to master the spread, score points, and have fun.